day, viewers, and welcome back to yet another edition of Tourismus Namibia-broadcast. I am Precious Nitanapo, your presenter for today, alongside Jemima. Jemima, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you, Precious?
Can't complain.
My name is Jemima Ndebele, and today we will be taking you on a tour around Namibia through our three main segments, namely topics, destinations, and to the point.
On that note, I think it's safe to say we are going to head over straight to topics.
The Agenda is a weekly national affairs interview program hosted every Sunday by Namibian Sun editor Toivon Jabela, featuring a panel of high-profile newsmakers, analysts, and experts. The Agenda aims to reach high-end news consumers seeking informed understanding of national issues. This show is broadcasted on NTV, Oneuptwo.com, and the Namibia Media Holdings Facebook platform. The Agenda focuses on interviews where we put the nation in the hot seat. Contact Agenda at synergy.com.na to get your product and service in the hot seat. The Agenda, focused on today's conversation.
Welcome back. It's of course time for topics, and first up in topics we discuss World Women's Rangers Day. In celebration of World Women's Rangers Day, female rangers gathered in the new Nyae Nyae Conservation Area in northeast Namibia to discuss knowledge, experiences and skills. Now Jemima, I know that we don't discuss women rangers in general a lot, but actually seeing that they are being celebrated is quite an interesting thing.
It's definitely. I think it's very, very commendable from the Namibian government side. In addition, also seeing how they're being valued by members of the community, as I understand that leaders from the Tumkwe region also joined them in celebrating the women rangers, as well as the management of the Save the Rhino Trust, who announced that their Reading with Rhinos program will expand to the Nyae Nyae area with the help of their teaching partner, the Mondesa Youth Opportunities.
Now, one thing about the Mondesa Youth Opportunities is that they are very much involved when it comes to development in and around their community. They're mostly famous for, or well known for, development in the younger generation, hence Mondesa Youth Opportunities. So it was looked at first as an organization which mostly focused on afternoon classes and aftercare, but now it's very nice to see that they actually dwelling more on extracurricular activities and allowing adults as well to stop by and enhance on certain skills that they have.
Certainly, and seeing them equip teachers to better equip learners is extremely commendable. And what are some of the work that you've seen them doing, Swakop, and just understanding that you are from the coastal side of the country? Well,
they did some collaboration with what's the Kostef Arts and Crafts Center. So the technical skills, they have a very interesting music department.
Really?
I know whenever there is this kermis, that's what they call it in the coast, and kushka, they always performed, and it's always, or whenever the municipality has events, they always have people from the Mondesa Youth Opportunities organization perform, or if there is a showcase somewhere, they always make sure to have people from that organization show up. So it's definitely good to see that them equipping teachers as well is just another way plowing back into the community and to the youth as well, because at the end of the day, the teachers are the one that are in charge of our kids most of the times. Yeah,
and it's important to see that the people who are responsible for grooming the future generation is also receiving the necessary grooming.
Exactly.
So we take our heads off there for the Mondesa Youth Opportunities as well as the Save the Rhino Trust Namibia. While heading into our next topic for the day, we will then be discussing the Green Climate Fund Namibia, who decided to embark on an ad hoc mission to discuss some of the projects being run by the Environmental Fund of Namibia.
Yeah, no, the Green Climate Fund Secretariat undertook an ad hoc mission to Namibia from the 26th of June, my apologies, to the 6th of July. In terms of the ad hoc procedure, the overall objective of the ad hoc mission to EIF projects in Namibia is to assess the quality of project implementation of all the EIF approved projects. That includes extraction of lessons to govern future project implementation and provide recommendations to ensure project results and impacts are achieved.
The Green Climate Fund Secretariat ad hoc mission to Namibia, in conjunction with the Environmental Investment Fund of Namibia and the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, on the 1st of July held engagement with the communities near the farm Davib West Water Solar Infrastructure Development and the Oshibingwe Independent Development Association. The fund aims to enhance horticulture produce through new climate-smart technologies to mitigate climate change effects on horticulture produce.
And I think farming is definitely something that requires a lot of our attention as a country. And seeing this Green Climate Ad Hoc mission and visiting vast areas like Ochimbingwe, where, you know, not a lot of people go to. People that go to Ochimbingwe and the surrounding areas are people that have
normally
farms
reside there.
Exactly.
True.
So if you know you have a grandmother there or a family member there, that's almost the only time that you go there. And most of the times these people depend on their relatives coming from big towns to provide them with necessities or to provide them with food, which shouldn't be the case if
definitely.
They are in an area where there's more than enough space for them to do farming and, you know, grazing and all of that. So that's hence the horticulture. I think it's a great initiative from the Ministry of Environment and it's something that the country should definitely look into.
I would also like to commend the fact that they're coming to already check up on projects that they already implemented, because often so many projects are rolled out with high expectations but never followed up on. So you would just see people of the community given high hopes and being sold dreams when they see these launches of these projects, but you never have people coming back to see what is actually happening on the ground in terms of implementation. So definitely love to see it there in terms of the horticulture produce.
Also, just before we end it off, I think it's important that if you are assisting people on a farm, you need to understand that these people don't have the exposure to all of the technology that we do. So informing them and educating them on how to sustain this farm and all of this equipment or the material that you're providing them with in order to start up the farm is just as important, because now you're investing, but they don't have the necessary education on how to sustain it and maintain it.
Exactly, so which makes the investment futile at the end of the day, because there will be no return on investment if the equipment and if whatever is implemented in that area is not taught to the locals on how to manage.
Yeah, I must agree. But on that note, we're going to move on to our next topic, where we discuss farmers inducted on livestock breed selection in an effort to improve productivity and prepare farmers for the upcoming agriculture competitions in the region. The Aminuis Agriculture Extension Office, in collaboration with AgriBank, held a small stock selection session, recently in the Omaheke region. Now, back on the track of farming, Jemima, what's your take?
I think this is brilliant, to be honest, and it comes back to what we spoke about, which is making sure that the farmers and the people on the ground are equipped to handle whatever is being rolled out in their region. And what is being said by one of the agriculture technicians for Aminuis constituency, Carlos Shiho, who said that the purpose of the day was to equip small stock farmers with selection knowledge of potential breeding stock. Quote unquote, he went on to say that we have targeted beginners, whether they are taking their animals to the expos or agricultural shows or just for keeping them at home. Some farmers buy these sheep and goats from others, but do not notice faults, Shiho elaborated. And I think that comes back to the people not being educated and informed on how to even notice whether a a goat has a flaw.
Exactly.
You understand whether
Yeah.
a goat is ill or what type of
Yeah.
medication, because it's one thing to give somebody an animal, but another thing to inform them on what the animal may need.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I think some farmers also tend to forget that you need to annually give your livestock medication.
Yes.
That is something that not many people know.
Yeah.
Many of the beginning startup farmers.
Just on that note of many of the beginning start-up farmers, especially as the youth, I think we have the wrong perception of farming.
Certainly.
In general. It's not like keeping a cat or a dog at home. There's actually a lot more that goes into it, ensuring that the environment in which they stay is suitable for them as well. Then again, going back to making sure that these livestock actually do get the necessary medication that they need in order for your livestock to actually last and continue producing, and that way you grow your livestock at the end of the day.
Ultimately, because the goal is not just to have your livestock survive, but ultimately to have them thrive in whatever given environment that they're in.
Exactly.
But in order to have that, you need to make sure that you cultivate the necessary environment.
There we have it. But on that note, I think we are going to end of our topics edition segment for today and move over to the next one.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Now for destinations, we have some exciting developers for some of our seasoned travelers, as Namibian private airline company Fly Namibia on Thursday launched a new route connecting Eros Airport in the capital of Windhoek to the coastal town of Luderitz. The inaugural flight on the Eros Airport Luderitz route is scheduled for the 3rd of July and will operate every weekday from Monday to Friday. Let's have a look.
Fly Namibia announced the launch of its highly anticipated new route connecting Eros Airport in Windhoek to the picturesque coastal town of Luderitz. This exciting addition to Fly Namibia's network was made possible through a new partnership with Total Energies EP Namibia, demonstrating once more the commitment of both companies to fostering the development of the country and enhancing connectivity and accessibility to the southwest of Namibia in a safer way. The inaugural flight from the Eros Airport to Luderitz route took place on the 3rd of July, marking a significant milestone for Fly Namibia and the Namibian aviation industry. This new connection opens a world of opportunities for Namibian citizens as well as foreign travelers, whether for business or leisure, offering a seamless access to Luderitz and its burgeoning economic potential. According to Fly Namibia MD Andre Compion, the launch of the Eros Luderitz route is an exciting moment for the airline and the Namibian economy. He said that by introducing this route, Fly Namibia aims to open doors to new opportunities for local businesses and provide a gateway for tourists to experience the wonders of Luderitz. Furthermore, the airline is committed to supporting the growth of the local economy and the thriving tourism industry in Namibia. In light of this, he thanked Total Energies EP Namibia for their support, which enabled the start of this new endeavor. He said that their team is dedicated to providing exceptional service and ensuring a comfortable and memorable journey for all travelers. Luderitz, known for its colonial architecture, rugged coastline, and the mesmerizing Kolmanskop ghost town, attracts visitors from around the globe. With Fly Namibia's new route, travelers can now reach Luderitz quickly and comfortably, avoiding long and tedious journeys by road. This new connection will also support and sustain economic developments and businesses in the town, creating ease of travel and more efficient operations. Fly Namibia will operate the Eros Airport Luderitz route every weekday from Mondays to Fridays, providing increased flexibility for travelers. The flight schedule has been designed to cater to the needs of both leisure and business travelers, allowing for convenient connections to other domestic and international destinations. Customers can visit the Fly Namibia website or contact the airline's dedicated customer service team for more information or to book tickets. With the introduction of the Eros Airport Luderitz route, Fly Namibia continues to reinforce its position as a leading airline in the region, contributing to the growth of Namibia's economy, tourism industry, and further connecting travelers to the country's extraordinary destinations. Fly Namibia currently operates domestic routes from Eros in Windhoek to Ondangwa, Walvis Bay, Rundu, Katima, Oraniemund, and now Luderitz.
Now that was quite an interesting thing to see from Fly Namibia, and I think it will definitely be very effective for Namibians to take that flight. But next up in destinations, we have the Meita Green House. Dina Shahula, a waitress at Meita Green House at Omatando No. 1 in Oshana region, speaking about the different services they offer, which includes wedding decor, baby and bridal showers, as well as birthday parties and a restaurant. Those who would like to relax at a pool are also welcome. Let's have a look at that video.
Welcome to Meita Green House in Omatando No. 1 Ongwediva. I am Dina. I am a waitress here. So we have a restaurant that is running, and we also host events such as bridal shower, birthday parties, baptism. So all you need is just to contact us at 081 200 6282. Thank you. For those that are having events, we can cater up to 100 guests for now, since we are still under construction. So we have a hall that is still under construction. By then, for now, we can only host up to 100 guests. And packages according to the number of guests. So all you have to do is just to contact us and book on time. In case you want to relax by the poolside, we have a pool also. So maybe you are feeling hot, you want to swim, you can just come and swim and also order something from our menu. We have delicious food, different foods, traditional foods as well. Meita Green House is the best in in decor. So we also do wedding decors. So not only in our place, we can also come to your place. So please visit Meita Green House in Omatando or call us. Thank you. To those that are new in town, perhaps you are looking for Meita Green House. We are just close by Choppies when you are coming from a main road that is heading to Okatana. Before you reach the Omatando circle, you just turn to your right-hand side by the house that is next to the road. And then when you are coming from Okatana road, you are turning from the circle, heading to Choppies. The moment you are approaching that house, double story on the road, then you turn on your left-hand side. We are just behind them. We are happy to help you. So come and taste our food at Meita and come enjoy our service. Thank you.
That does bring us to the end of destinations, but up next we have To The Point.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive. I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My .NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Welcome back. It's time for To The Point, and in To The Point today we discuss the Elephant Corridor project. As elephants roam freely in search for water and food, they often cross private commercial farms and tend to cause damage to water pipes, tanks, fences and other fragile infrastructure. Now, I know there are many times, Jemima, where you just open a newspaper or switch on the TV or simply go on social media and you read of an incident that an elephant crossed paths with human life some way, one way or another.
And it resulted in conflict.
Exactly.
It's too often, I'm afraid. And often when we speak of human-wildlife conflict, elephants are at the center of that conversation.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'd really love to hear what Christine has to say. Let's head right into it.
Hi, I'm Kristen Winter. I'm the Conservation Programs Manager at Elephant Human Relations Aid. Eros was founded in 2003 and has since been working on protecting the desert-adapted elephants of Namibia. Now, the organization is run by Rachel Harris, who's our Managing Director. Because the desert elephants live outside of national parks, they share their land with human inhabitants. So naturally, where wildlife and people meet, there are conflicts. So the conflicts in the desert are mostly over access to water. And as elephants are searching for water and food all over their habitat, they're coming into contact with people as they access water on the farms. And here conflicts occur. Elephants break water tanks, pull pipes, sometimes even destroy pumps, and in rare cases find food in houses as well, and then sometimes also break the roofs of houses or break the entire house. And of course, this is causing huge financial damages, but also very deep fear. So what Eros has been doing for 20 years now is working to protect those water installations by building very strong walls around them so elephants can't break anything anymore, and also educate the community about how to stay safe when elephants come by, and also how to prevent conflicts in the first place. To secure a future for elephants outside of national parks, we identify all the different factors that make living with elephants really difficult for communities, because ultimately the survival of elephants directly depends on the tolerance of the people towards elephants. So all the difficulties include financial pressure of having to share water with elephants. The people usually have diesel pumps, and diesel is really expensive, so pumping water for an animal that can drink up to 200 liters per day can be really, really expensive, and therefore a lot of people don't pump water for elephants. And then if the elephants come and they are expecting water, then that's when problems really can occur. So in that instance, we're providing solar water pumps for people that have to live with elephants on a constant basis, and that reduces the financial pressure, but also in fact gives a benefit to the community because now no diesel has to be bought anymore. So in fact, elephants are paying their way in a way. Then we're looking at all the physical protection that needs to happen to really make sure the elephant can't damage installations anymore, the water installations, houses, gardens, all of the attractions of elephants. How can we protect those in the most successful way? So overall, we're really looking at all the different aspects of how a coexistence with wild elephants can be made possible and tolerable. In most areas, elephants, in fact, come and drink at night. because they live in fear of people, and at night they feel safe to move through the village to drink. So where that is the case, we're having 2 different small projects to decrease the risk of confrontations between people walking at night, often without a torch, and running into elephants. So one of the small projects is to provide solar lights for people. We know now where the elephants are walking most of the time, so we are identifying the households that live close to that elephant path, and then installing those solar lights that are motion detection solar lights along those pathways to basically protect the houses a little bit more, and also make sure that when people go outside of the house to go to the toilet, which is mostly outside of the house, that they don't run into an elephant. Further, we're looking at installing elephant dams about 500 to 600 meters away from the main water source, away from the village, about 500 meters away from the village, most often towards a riverbed, in fact, where elephants anyway walk. So we're building the dam a bit closer to their pathway, and that means the elephants don't have to walk straight through the village anymore to drink. So this is also a project we started about 2 years ago. We've now built 7 dams, and that works really well.
Well, that does bring us to the end of Tourismus Namibia broadcast.
From me, Jamar Mandebele, and Precious Gita Napo, it's goodbye.